Hi, thank you for visiting my shop. Today we're going to make a doll. I'm going to show you how to make this doll because we're going to be making some dolls for a charity event, and I wanted to find a pattern that would be easy to make a batch of dolls. And for people who are not into making dolls, you don't want the arms and legs normally are the difficult parts, so I was trying to come up with something where we can make some cute little dolls without too much trouble. So this is what I came up with. Today we're going to make a little boy doll. He's a little cutie. Very simple to make. This little triangle part, which is about an inch this way, and maybe an inch and a half down. Making it out of a black fabric, not very long. This is about 6 inches long. This is going to be the arms and the legs. You can create your own. I have a curve down here, but it could just be a rectangle if you want to. 1 by 6. This is the face of the doll. You need to cut 2 pieces of this, and this is about 5.5 by 5. This will be the clothing part of the doll, the bottom part, which is 5.5 by 7.5. So, to get started, we'll build the front part first. Moving the pins. Here we go. So we'll just need one part of the face part and one part of the body part. You'll choose whatever fabric you want to use. I bought a quarter fat fabric just to see how many I could get out of that part of the material, and I was able to make 3 dolls out of it, so it's very cost effective. So I'm lining up my face part, my face fabric to the body at the top. I'm going to pin it. And then we'll sew across here a straight seam. The other thing I'm going to go ahead and pin is my little triangle. Find your center. I'm just going to eye bind. Find your center on your face. And let's just put that little triangle there. And we'll pin that. I want you to go ahead and sew across here. And then let's come back. Okay, I'm back. And I've sewn the top part, the face, to the bottom part. And I've already attached 2 of my arms. I just put them just right where the body part and the face part joins together. I put them right there. You can create your own. But here's a stencil that I made for a face, because I'm not that real good at drawing. And I'm just going to trace on my stencil to make the face. I also have I'm using the ink pen right now because it's handy, but I've also used the permanent marker, permanent paint. They work as well. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is a paint, and it's black. Shake it to get it moving. This should be okay. I like using the paint marker better because it comes up darker. And with the stencil, I made my stencil with my Cricut machine. But you see how simple that is? You could probably just hand free draw it. on there. Comes out really nice, really cute. So once you've pinned your arms on, let's get our back piece. Our back piece, this is a body back piece, and I folded this under twice and pressed it. Okay. I got my back face part, and I did the same thing. Folded it under twice, and then pressed it, gave it a nice press. Now for these pieces, because we're going to overlap them, this is the back piece. It's going to fit with the good side facing down. I'm going to lay it down. And I kind of like it to be somewhere near where the front one is. Lay it down. Going to take my back one, and we're going to overlap it. About an inch will be enough. See how I have it overlapped. This one stops there, this one goes over it. And from these two parts, it's about an inch. And so what I want you to do is to go ahead and pin it. Pin them together right at that part. And then you can go around and pin your other sections. As you notice, some of this is I have an overhang there, and I have one at the top too. This was just the best way I thought to do this. So I'm going to remove my little hair piece I have there. Get my scissors, and see this fabric, that's the over part. We're just going to cut this top part off. You don't need it. Get your little triangle. Open this back up. Put it here. Now, if you don't want his little bang to be that far down, it'll probably stick up anyway, but you can just put it about where you want it. Go ahead and pin it down. And these two pieces should be even now. So you can go ahead and pin that down. On the opposite side, same thing. I have this extra fabric up there. I'm going to go ahead and cut that part off so the bottom can be even. And then you can get your leg parts. Here's a leg part. Go ahead and open this up and put your legs in here. Make sure they're facing upward. You'll come in about 1.5 inches on each side. Here's my second one. I'm going to come in from this part about 1.5 inches and then put my leg in, my other leg in here. And make sure that you have your legs and your arms tucked away in the middle, so when you sew all the way around, it won't catch. Okay, so now that you have everything pinned down, go ahead and sew all the way around your rectangle. You don't need to leave any open spaces. That's what this is going to be for. So go sew all the way around, and then come back. Come back. As I was sewing, I forgot to tell you too, for these, before you attach this part where we folded it over and ironed, you can go ahead and sew that down on both pieces. I'm not going to redo mine because it's not going to it's going to stay here because of the sides. It won't move, but I just generally would have liked to sew this part. As soon as I ironed it under, I would have liked to sew it down just as for extra security. But now I've sewn all the way around my rectangle shape, so I'm ready to pull it out. My little pin can come off now. And that's it. The doll is made. Very, very simple, easy to do. Now you're probably wondering how we're going to close it with the stuffing. Because the other thing I did, because I don't like doing the little hand sewing part to close it once you stuff a doll. So I needed to come up with an alternative for that as well. But see, he's done. Got his legs. See, he's cute. He's done. And also the other thing, this little part for the hair part, it's made out of felt fabric. You should use felt because that way it won't stray. Same thing with the arms and the leg. Use felt material. Just get some to match your body and your face. These are made out of 100% cotton. But you can use whatever kind of fabric you want to. I just chose to use cotton. But use felt for your legs and your arms because you're just cutting it out. You're not encasing it in stuffing. So you don't want it to fray as child plays with it or as it goes through the wash. Now, the other thing that I did, I got some white material because I just created my own pillow insert. Here's one already done. It's just a rectangle. I got some white material. This is 100% cotton. And let's try to stay with white because sometimes this material might be thin and see-through. And you just wanted a white fabric will show up better for whatever you're making. I just got my fabric, lay the doll down, trace around the doll to see how long and how wide you need it to be. Okay, so this doll is a little shorter, which is good. I will just stuff this because I already sewed it. So I'll just stuff it with some stuffing. Turn it right side out. I'll just add some stuffing to this and sew this little part down. Maybe I'll go ahead and show you that real quick because it doesn't take any time. Okay, so here it is completed. I just made a little pillow insert for our doll. And see your opening here? Just insert the pillow insert in there. Get the other piece out so you can put this, tuck it in there, the face part. There it is, all done. See how easy this is. And also the other thing I wanted to bring out was that if you're into embroidering, you can just use this as draw your faces on there and go ahead and embroider the face. That will be really nice, and that will make sure that it would last a long time if you embroider. I'm not into embroidery. I know how to embroider, but I'm just not really into it. So that's why I just made a stencil and I'm painting my face on here. But if you like to embroider, you can do that as well. And you can look on Pinterest if there are other designs you like for the faces. This is just the one that I chose for this. And here's a girl doll that I made. Put a little bow on her up here. Now I made the bows, and I made a big bow for my first boy doll. But what I plan to do when we do the batch one is you can order pre-made bows on Amazon, and for, I don't know how much they cost, but they don't cost much. And you can get like 25 or 30 of them already made. So all you have to do is sew it on here. I would sew the bow on, of course, when I'm making the front part. However, because this is just slipped in here and you forget that step, you can just, you know, take the pillow form out and go ahead and sew it on there. But it should be sewn wherever you want to put the bow. I put a bow here as a bow tie for the boy doll, and up on the head part for the girl doll. Put on the side, or you could put it here. Or you can make your own bows. But here's